Hello, listeners, and welcome back to Ramble Road, our podcast. Today I'm joined by Jacob
Hello.
and Finley.
I'm a conductor. Address me by my title. Even though I'm not even a conductor, I'm a driver.
He's been playing too much train sim, just ignore him.
Finley's
so-
literally only a driver in video games because he
I can't
drive
You know what would be really funny? If I go for that job, get that job, like the train
before you can actually drive a car.
not cars. That'll be a meme.
Yeah, but you need to be 20. You've got to wait until
November.
You should
November,
probably
yeah.
explain.
I'm
Finley
gonna
wants to be a
finish
train
the-
driver.
Yeah, I want to drive trains because you get minted, and then I can buy a GTR, which is my only aspiration in life. I want a GTR.
You're gonna have the GTR before you actually know how to drive.
Yeah, I want a GTR that I can put a supercharger in and make it 1,000 horsepower, so I can put my foot down and the wheels just don't stop spinning ever.
Where are you gonna go? Have you seen the traffic around where we live? Where are you gonna get? Where are you gonna use it? You're gonna be stuck doing 30. That's what you're gonna be doing. 30.
Yeah, but it'd be funny, just put your foot down, wheel spinning, and you're at 30.
As you're trying to leave it as the car park.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just going to piss people off.
On your way to Tesco, and it's just.
No, one of my favorite clips is do you know launch control?
Yes.
Yeah.
When the Grand Tour did the one clip where it's like, oh, using launch control, but in just regular life, and he's like, you think he's at like a Starbucks and he just gets his drink and he uses like launch control to pull up.
What?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I remember hearing someone had a Ferrari out on loan for a day, put the launch control on, vroom, into a tree. They went about 4 foot. Truly magical.
I was watching an old episode of Top Gear where they were doing a drag race and Hammond accidentally put the car into first instead of third. So he was like going and then he just sort of stopped and they're like, oh, did you put it into first? And he's like, yes. We have an announcement to make, don't we, Joe and Finley?
We have an announcement. Oh yes, we do have an announcement. We have started streaming on twitch.tv.
/_road.
Yeah, it's Ramble_road on Twitch, so come join us. What is it, every Monday, Tuesday, Friday?
Well,
probably just
now.
Friday, because Monday I have work to do, so.
Yeah.
Alright, every Tuesday and Friday at 7 o'clock British time.
7-ish.
Yeah, I mean, we're British, so 7-ish.
Yeah,
7-ish. Because, you see, we say 7, right? We came on Tuesday to start at 7, and Philly was like, yeah, let me set it all up. And it was by the time we set up, it was like 7:15.
And then he went for a piss.
Yes, so then we had to wait even longer.
So then another 5 minutes went by.
Mood.
I remember the last stream was so funny because we were doing so well until the last game.
Yeah, where we lost 5-1, was it?
No, I think I got to 8-2 at the last one. I rewatched it back. It was absolutely embarrassing.
Yeah, we
are terrible.
Well, at least I have the excuse of I literally just got the game.
Joe, you should be doing it every day training.
Yeah,
I'm busy with uni work.
I did a match today and I got put up against 2 fucking tournament winners again.
Why does it always do? Oh, the Rocket League matchmaking system is honestly atrocious.
Mm-hmm.
Why did it put, right, we're terrible at the game, so that's why you should come and watch us just to see how bad we are.
Because I've not managed to win 3 comps. Joe's he's had the game for a day. And Jacob's bronze 2?
Yeah, because I'm terrible. I think I've gone back down to bronze 1.
A pair of silver 1s and a gold 2. And the 2 silvers were both tournament winners.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to try and see if I can get mine set up so I can stream on a Monday as well. I'm going to see if I can get it set up. I might stream Warframe or something.
Mood.
Streaming is funny.
Frame sim streams.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first two streams have been quite. It's been quite fun. Had a great time.
I mean, it's just us fucking about.
Yeah, I'm surprised people actually watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to be fair, one of them was someone that.
Yeah, but like people have come back and watched like the actual, because it got uploaded afterwards.
Yeah.
It got 19 views, which I'm like, what is going on?
People are interested in seeing us be shit at games.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but that was like after it had finished.
So people watch the VODs.
Maybe
Yeah,
edit the rods and put them on the YouTube channel.
I mean you can do that, Finley. I'm not doing any more work.
I'm practicing my train driving skills.
I made
I'm
one.
busy doing uni work.
I uploaded the full podcast on YouTube, and that was it this week. And then I uploaded like a TikTok, which is just me saying, follow us, or else I will murder your entire family.
Can't do that. That's
Jacob, I think I think we need to have a conversation about what's the right word for this? Engagement strategies with the public.
No, it
Public
worked. It
relations.
worked. No, we got our first comment on a TikTok. It was just a guy saying, "I have." He wanted me to spare his entire family.
Nice.
Oh, I need to start slowing down.
We haven't got many notes, so it might just be another case of just pure waffling like we did last week.
What's happened this week then? Like news-wise, anything?
I've written Big Boy Philip
Oh yeah, Big Boy Philip's alive still.
somehow.
Yeah.
He's more purple than ever.
Yeah.
I don't get how that man exists. It's just how is he still going?
Magical.
They must be drinking children's blood.
They've drank from the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
They've had but a spoonful of the fountain of youth.
They've got to be. There's no way they aren't lizards. Down with the royal family, I say. If I
royals
get,
are nice. Keep them.
no, they're not. If I get
Some of them are.
assassinated or I die in mysterious circumstances, just know the Queen assassinated me.
The Queen brought out her like ancient sword and struck him down with the might of Zeus.
Just know if I ever die, it was the Queen.
Not sure that's how it works, but
it's the Queen's fault.
Yes, it is, Joe. If I die anytime soon, it's the Queen.
if the Queen is listening, I'm sorry, I don't want to die.
Could you imagine? I look on Red Circle and it's like, oh, you got a solicitor from London. I was like, oh, this is even of it. It's coming from Buckingham Palace. It's kind of strange.
Interesting.
Big.
And then, like the next week, I'm like, why is there one coming from the White House?
Yeah.
And everyone's just listening to us now. I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah, that would be kind of terrifying.
I get one that's coming from outer space. I'm like, what's going on here?
ISS. The ISS wants to know your location.
We get one from bloody like Saturn's or like low orbit of Saturn. It's like, huh?
Don't think there's supposed to be anything there.
Yeah,
Right.
you're not
Imagine
meant to know that there's anything there.
Ah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
If you could live on any other planet, which one would it be? Let's just say they're like habitable. Like you can live there.
Ganymede, because it's not even a planet, it's a moon, but it sounds cool.
To be honest, I'd like to live somewhere where it's a little bit cooler. Because fucking summer kills me.
Go to Pluto.
That's more than a little bit cooler. That's fucking a frozen ball of ice.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe, I know where I would like to go.
Oh god, no. I know what you're about to say, and it's a terrible joke.
I can't even
Jacob.
say it. I can't even bring myself to say it.
Good. You shouldn't.
Where did you want to go?
I'll go to Neptune for a quick swim,
Oh,
Decent.
I was expecting
And then-
worse.
and then after that I'll go to Uranus.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh god! Just actually, do you know
Fuck's
what? I might just kill myself at this point.
Nah, don't do that.
My
Then you
terrible
can talk
jokes.
about the podcast.
Do you know there was a genuine point like a couple of months ago, and I was like, maybe I could be a comedian, and I've just realised, nah, this is no point. Not a chance ever. I'd only really become a comedian just so I can go on like the celebrity game shows. They just seem like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a celeb and eat some cockroach sushi.
No,
Ugh.
if you're going on I'm a celeb, you want to eat some like goat's testicles. That's what you're going
Kangaroo
for,
dick.
really.
No, to be honest, I'm not a fan of reality TV shows in general.
Yeah, but
Just-
I'm a celeb's different. They're in a jungle. You gotta watch some people in a jungle.
No, I don't think I will.
No,
You're missing out, Joe. Honestly, you are missing out. Nothing beats the other year when Lady C was on, and it was like every other day there was an argument, and it was just the best TV ever. Now all the time they just get along. They're like, "Oh, we're like a family." No, I want arguments.
I want murder, death, destruction.
Literally, I genuinely that season, I wouldn't be surprised if someone just axed her off.
Who? What? I literally I have no context. I don't know who that person you're talking about is.
Basically, imagine like the most stuck-up old person you could imagine,
Yes.
and you put them in a jungle, and where they go to a point where everyone hates them, so everyone votes for that person in the trial. She goes to the trial and goes, "Well, you see, the public have voted for me, and therefore I'm not going to do it." And then she comes back and she goes, "I refuse. We have no stars," and everyone's there like, "Oh, well, okay." And then they're going back going, "Oh, she's fucking this, and she's not doing it." And then yeah, and she would get in this box and she would like, "Oh, get me out of here! I'm not doing it. There's a snake." So like they literally starred for days, and it was just the best TV ever.
Brother starving to death on TV. Poor
So there's a season that had Chris Eubank in it, and he did this thing where he was like, "Do you know I can
Senior
walk
or
down?"
junior?
Senior, and he was like, "Do you know I can walk down a hill backwards," and then he just falls over. That man confused me so much. Like he's one of the hardest blokes of all time, and then there's just that clip of him going, "Would you like a sweetie?"
Sweetie. Yes. Oh, Google
Smartie.
Books.
Ah, a scrumptious confectionery.
Yeah,
What a
he
man!
is.
I don't
He
understand him.
is.
He's great.
Yeah. Chris
Just
Eubanks, if you're listening, hit us up. We want you on
I'm
the
sure
podcast.
he is. I'm sure he is. The Ramble Road is the finest podcast ever.
Fuck's sake, Jacob.
I would have him on and have you and him box.
Why would you? I don't want to die, Jacob. I don't want
You
to
won't
die.
die. It's think of the think of the views.
It's entertainment.
Think of the lost teeth.
No, but it's for the podcast. It's for the cause. They'll grow back anyway. Yeah,
Teeth don't grow back, Jacob.
they'll grow back. I'm sure they will. We'll get you what the Queen's on and Prince Philip's on. We'll get you some of that. They'll grow back. Then magical juice.
The fountain of youth. You are
Speaking of youth, I was walking to work the other day and I got reminded of something that happened at my primary school, which still confuses me to this day. So basically, right? Yeah, basically, outside in the sort of playground area, we used to have this like really nice sort of like sort of like an obstacle course thing. Do you know what I mean? Like the wooden sort of sculpture with like the ropes and like you would have to swing around on it. Yeah.
Oh, yours was way faster than ours.
That got demolished because for some reason I don't know because they wanted to turn it into a car park. Brilliant.
Of course.
But also, right, we had these two bins, right, and one of them was a pink hippo, and the other one was a blue hippo, right?
Okay.
So we had these 2 hippo bins, and we come in one day and we go, one of the bins is just missing. Turns out someone had come to the school at night and had stolen a bin.
Bruh.
Someone just came and stole the blue hippo bin, and we never saw it again. I was
That's
like,
dumb.
why? Why would you
That's very dumb.
steal a? Oh,
Honestly, they just
honestly,
really.
confusing me.
If you heard any vibration, that was my mum trying to FaceTime me, just out of nowhere.
Joe, FaceTime your mum. Bring her on the podcast.
No, we're not bringing my mum on the podcast.
Why not? She'd be an amazing guest. Just be like, so what was it like living with Joe?
Well, you wouldn't be able to hear it because I've got headphones on. Because
Oh,
otherwise,
sorry.
I'd end up with a feedback loop from my microphone.
No, we'll get her on Discord.
She doesn't have Discord.
We'll set it up for her.
Jacob, you're not putting my mum on the fucking podcast.
Who do you reckon we're going to get on the podcast first? Your mum or Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler, because I'm
Oh,
not
I
letting
hope.
my mum on the fucking podcast.
I hope. I found a podcast like yesterday and I ended up listening to like 7 episodes of it in one day. I was like, oh, I'll stick this on whilst I do my work, and then I just sort of listened to it all day.
Nice.
So yeah, that's how my week has been. How's everyone else's week been?
Not too bad.
Because this is literally, all we've got left is what we're watching. I haven't got any 3 AM thoughts yet. Well, we can get to that later, but I'm just going to quickly do a quick Google. I'm just going to search the word news and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Boris Johnson, yeah, he's still going.
Of course.
No, there's literally nothing.
Mm.
Has anyone got anything else they want to say before this episode ends after like 10 minutes?
Trains, how do they work?
Speaking of
Speaking of Among Us,
oh fuck off.
I want that meme to die. It's not
That
funny.
game was alright for like 3 weeks, and then everyone stopped playing it, and then now it's just this most annoying meme, but it's also sort of just like just giving me brain damage. Speaking of brain damage,
Oh God,
Brains.
what's this?
I'm basically just trying to say segues and just hoping something comes up.
Yeah,
You're
you're not very good at this, are you?
Segue comes first, Joe. The segue always comes first.
I think there was a military coup in China a while ago.
When you say a while ago, how long ago are you on about?
1936.
No. A few weeks, I think. Yeah, it was fucking. I think it failed, but
Not surprised.
I know there was a military coup in bloody. Where's it called? Myanmar.
Myanmar, yeah.
Also known as
Do you
Burma.
mean to refer to it as its full name? Where's its full name?
The People's Democratic. No, what is it? It's the Union of the something of Myanmar.
It is the Republic of the Union of Myanmar,
That's what I was after.
or as most people call it, Burma. And then obviously you're into one of the best specials of all time.
I'm speeding a lot. I'm speeding way too much. Yeah, I just drove past. That's not good.
Why do they change its name from something so short and brilliant to just? There's just no point for it being that long.
Yeah.
Because people are strange.
When did it change its name?
Yeah. Probably like 1960 something, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Did Burma change his name? Oh, it was 1989.
Weird.
How's uni, everybody?
Not too bad. It's just, it's either doing uni work or doing uni parties with my flat because you can't go
Well, because you're
anywhere
a
else.
party animal, you are.
No, just a mild alcoholic.
Jay, you are literally a middle-aged dad.
And
And I love it.
fair enough.
I just can't wait for spoons to open.
Oh God.
I just want to sit down, have a cheap shit meal,
With a
and
cheap
everything,
with a cheapish drink.
and everything will be all right.
Yeah.
Balance will be restored.
Jacob, you need to have a drink. You need to drink with us.
Alright.
Even if you don't like something like a beer, try like a rum and coke. You'll probably like that.
I have rum and coke literally every time we go. Captain Morgan's white rum. Ooh.
I personally have a Bacardi. I thought I'd left it in the kitchen one night when I was drinking after I'd finished making myself a Bacardi and Coke. And I went upstairs and I accidentally left it out, went to bed. Next morning it was completely gone. So
I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah, guess where it was?
Where?
Someone had put it in the fridge door and I didn't find it for like 2 days.
Did anyone drink from it?
No.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
No, it's not too bad.
The last time I drank was Christmas Day. That was a long time ago now.
Jesus Christ! The last time I drank was last night because we had a party.
Surprised you're not drinking now.
I was up. I'm not drinking today. I don't want to become an actual alcoholic.
See, the only problem is literally I couldn't never become an alcoholic because there's literally no alcohol in my house.
There's so much alcohol in my house. There's so much alcohol in my room. I'm looking up at my shelf. I've got a litre of Russian Standard. I've got 2 bottles of Bacardi because I bought one to replace the one that I thought was lost. I've got a bottle of Tia Maria and I've got a bottle of cherry brandy. I've got several cans of cider. I've got bottles of cider. Yeah, I am stocked.
I just wish that, like, when we, back in the summer of 2019, when we would come around yours, I wish I drank then.
Yeah, you should have. You took forever
I've got some fun stuff that I want to do. With shots and stuff. We have a shot roulette thing at work, and I really want to buy it.
Oh, we did shot. We've been doing shot roulette a couple of times. Last night one was Last night's one was really easy because the guy that was doing the shots thought it'd be a good idea to mix pink gin with vodka. Except pink gin is bright pink, so everyone could tell which ones were the shots.
I'd love to add like an extra twist onto it to like make it. You know what I mean? Like, so you would have the shot, but how do you choose who's going to spin the roulette, or do you just take it in turn?
Oh no! What we do is someone makes them off and then puts them all down in the middle. Everyone picks one, just picks anything, and then you take it in turns to have a shot, and everyone watches your reaction, and there'll be like 4 or 5 shots. No. If there are 8 of us, there'll be like 1 or 2 shots, and you've just got to guess who does it, who had it, and if
I would spice it up with my like dad going through a midlife crisis and just fuse it with a card game, and just like whoever loses is the one to have to then spin the roulette wheel.
Interesting, because a good game for drinking is King's Cup, but that one generally only works if you have people of both genders there, because otherwise the card 4 becomes useless.
Yeah, but I know how to play Snap and Rummy. That's about it.
I know. King's Cup, you basically put a cup, you make a circle of cards around it, and you take it in turns to pick out cards. If you break the circle, you have to down your drink, and depending on what you get, you will you're either giving out drinks or you have to drink, or it's a waterfall, which is where everyone drinks, and then you only stop when the person next to you stops. And
Fair enough.
yeah, and then you can with one of them you can make rules. Another one's question master, where if they ask you a question and you answer them, you have to drink unless you answer them with "fuck you, question master." And then what's the other one? There's also thumb master, which is where if someone gets that and then they put their thumb on the table, everyone else has to put their thumb on the table, and the last person to put their thumb on the table drinks. And then if you get a king, you pour a bit of your drink into the cup in the middle, and whoever gets the last king has to add the last of their drink and then down that.
Oh, that sounds grim.
Yeah. Luckily, I've never had the kings. I've never had the last king. Although I have contributed some booze to the cup before.
Yeah.
That sounds exactly like the way to die when drinking.
No, it's not too bad.
Wait, so Finley, have you been sober for like a year now?
I mean, like, I'll occasionally drink like one cider. I just don't.
Oh,
drink
yeah. Not after New Year's.
Yeah. The
And
New Year's.
also, like, the free diving thing I want to do, it's like one of the things I see on there. It's like, don't drink alcohol. So I'm like, well, another excuse.
It's like, I feel like that evening for Finley just showed how bad 2020 was going to be.
Yeah.
I can't fucking let go of that. It's horrible.
You're just going to be about to die and you're just going to go, oh shit, I remember 2019 New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
PTSD from that.
Yeah, fucking laughing like a hyena.
Yeah, I don't even know how I did that.
Yeah.
It was all the stuff with the Bible that got me.
Everyone listening is just going to be, who wasn't there, is just going to be going, what the fuck are they on about?
He picked up a Bible, like, tried to put it on the roof, but then I think he ended up just putting it on his head.
We need to, at some
Just
point, we need to try and go through our recollections for that night, because, to be honest, I remembered it perfectly at the time, but it's been so long that I just don't remember anymore what happened.
I just don't want to remember anymore.
All I've got is the photo of Finley on the chair.
And the video of...
Moving on.
Sorry, what? Moving on, what?
What are your job aspirations since I fucking started off with the train bit, so...
Professional... I'm trying to think now.
I accidentally just put emergency brakes on. Whoops.
Of course you're still playing the fucking train game in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah.
Is this, like, realistic or not?
It's got, like, high fidelity interiors.
No, the question, not trains.
Oh, the jobs, yeah.
Ah, realistic, okay. I don't know then.
That seems to be the mood for most people.
The dream would be I would have 3 professions. One would be professional podcaster. Second would, at the same time, would also be professional Twitch streamer. And third would be professional musician. That's the triad, the holy trinity.
Yeah. See, my dream is to either just become an aeronautical engineer. Well, that's hopefully my realistic aspirations. But if I could, I would just play music for a living.
Joe, I've got a genius idea.
What?
What was if we formed a band, right?
Oh God, not again!
Let's just say hypothetically, right? We formed an actual band that actually did practice.
Imagine that. Imagine
that.
To be fair, those practice
year 11 versions of us was so deluded.
I had no
Let's form this
delusions.
band and let's see how well it goes.
To be honest, I knew like the moment we had our first practice, I knew exactly what sort of situation we were going to be in.
Did you come to the very first practice?
The very first practice, no, because I was away on holiday.
No,
But then we did one. Was it? Did we do one at Lucas's first, where I was
yes,
there?
yes.
Yeah.
I think we might have done one at Lucas's before that, but I'm talking about the very, very first one.
Which
That
was?
was very cursed. Literally, it was at Elliot's house around his birthday.
Oh yeah.
I brought my. Were you there?
No, I wasn't there.
No, I brought my bass around, right? Bear in mind, I literally had it for 2 days.
Oh God.
So I brought it around, and it was like, oh, yeah, we'll do this. And I was like, you're literally just going to have to point. I have no idea what's going on. Lucas didn't have a drum kit, so we turned Elliot's keyboard into a drum set. So he was playing drums on the keyboard, and it was a right laugh.
Of
It was
course.
so funny.
Yeah, sounds fun.
We wrote a song, and Bean said, "Oh, I'll conduct," and literally all he did was say, like, "Okay, now you start," and then you start. I'm like, "Okay, we got this."
Yeah,
What a
conducting
day!
is. You can't just say stuff. You got to point. You got to
Yeah,
wave your arms around in time with the music. You got
and
to
then I
be
love how
dynamic.
bad the two songs we made were. We called one Chips, and the other one I can't. Did we call the other one Bean?
I think we called the other one Bean, and
Yeah.
then Bean came up with some words. What was it?
No, that was a completely different song where he was like,
Or
the
Machines
machines of
of
brass and
Brass.
iron.
Yeah,
But before that, you had Under the Weather. That was a bop.
To be
under the.
fair, the band's history is kind of sketchy. Like in total, we didn't really get
I
it.
basically I got Jacob. I got you to play bass, which I thought was it would be good for you to learn an instrument, and B, I just thought it
Yeah.
was fucking hilarious because a bass is like scale length of 28 to 32 inches, and then there's you 5'3".
I can't remember. I think I was like, oh, I want to get an instrument, and I was like, Joe, please help me.
And I was just like to our music teacher,
Here,
hey,
have this.
can we try the bass out? I just want to convince Jacob that this will be a good thing for him.
Joe, can you remember what you taught me to play?
Not exactly.
You taught me to play pumped up kicks.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That is a fairly easy song to play. I would grab my guitar right now, but it's currently got no strings on it because I was partway through restringing it, and I was also like trying to do a little bit of light maintenance because I was talking with someone else who's got a guitar here, and theirs seems to have a grounding issue. But what I've figured out is basically it's just hang on one second. My flat seems to be knocking on my door. I'll be back. Just carry the podcast for a bit, please.
All right.
This one's been a bit of a mess, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, it is what it is, isn't it? We just gotta drag this little conversation out till Joe gets back, and then we'll be back on track.
Yeah.
It will go perfectly.
I just did a bit of a dumb and turned my train into backwards while at full power. Pretty sure that's how you just break the wheels.
So, Finley, what's the best elevator you've ever been in?
The best elevator.
Yeah, because I feel like what we've got to do now is make like elevator music.
I'm sorry about that. My
It's
flat is
just like
just
the
trying to
scene
get
in
to
Spider-Man 2 where he's like in the elevator with the bloke.
No, it's bloody Blues Brothers because it's the girl from the Canina.
Yeah, so Joe, yeah, I remember like those early band practices, and then we made those two songs. Bean obviously wrote his. Remember we went through like 5 different singers because we're like, oh, we'll get Joe to do it, and then
Oh, I fucking volunteered for it when I can't
Finley,
sing.
and then we just went, oh, Finley, you can be the backup dancer,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't
and then it was
dance.
like,
We kind of
and
settled
then
on me in the end, but it was like
Then
just
Sam was gonna sing, and then Paulvin was gonna sing,
yeah,
and then we ended up having you, which could
yeah,
have gone well if we had ever actually done that performance.
yeah. And then it was literally like, oh, Lucas was like, oh, you were actually serious about that? No, I don't want to do it. And then Elliot was like, well, if we don't have drums, I'm not going to do it. And Jacob, you were just like, I was waiting for you to say that we weren't going to do it.
I mean, I really wanted to do it, but then it just seemed like it was just falling apart and no one else wanted to do it.
Yeah, to be fair, like, in the end, we didn't even need to be there because I showed up basically and I said, if you need me to do anything in terms of extension,
Sure, you could have done a solo before.
Oh, yeah, I was going to do House of the Rising Sun and Nothing Else Matters if they needed me to. But the problem was the school band, the school rock band, they had a load of issues setting up, so it took them a load of extra time. So in the end, they just didn't need me. So I brought my guitar and my amp in for nothing.
Oh,
Just
that's a
sucked.
shame. But yeah, we remember when we just spent like over a year trying to figure out a name, and the best we came up with was horse-drawn helicopters. I still think if we'd named the band that, we would have been successful.
Yeah, horse-drawn helicopters is a name, to be fair.
Just imagine all the albums we would have sold. It would have been great. We would have had Line Glastonbury.
Mm.
That's when I had my old bass. Oh, I've got a new one. And then I spent
helicopters.
I spent like all of last night looking at guitars I can't afford.
My Instagram is like, even on St. Patrick's Day, it was just like green guitars, green guitars, green guitars. I'm just like, PRS can't afford, BC Rich can't afford, Fender can't afford, Gibson can't afford.
My taste of guitars I want is like, it either goes one day I'm like, I would really like a black Les Paul. And now it's, I really want a white Les Paul.
White Les Paul customs are very nice, to be fair. Do you know there's
with the little black trim around it? Oh,
black binding, yeah. One of the bands that I really like, Trivium, their rhythm guitarist, he has a signature Epiphone Les Paul custom. It's currently out of stock, but they're making a new one at the moment, which is based off his original ones that he had. He had a black one and a white one. But they do 7-string versions of them, and I really want one just to be like, I have a 7-string Les Paul.
Well, there's this band that I like. You might not know that I listen to them a lot, but
My Chemical Romance.
Yes. Well, their rhythm guitarist has a really. He had a white Les Paul, and it's very nice. He took the neck pick out and just replaced it with a picture of Frankenstein. He also has his own signature, which is the Epiphone Phantomatic, and it is a spicy piece of kit. But that's also out of stock, and I don't think they'll ever restock it.
Oof.
And I also want the Mikey Way signature bass.
Yeah.
I just want them, and I'll never get them.
Yeah.
And since we're on musical instruments, I'd like a R34 Skyline.
Ah, yes, very musical, that.
The musical instruments of a fucking Skyline sliding about.
Remember, right, when we had band practice at Lucas's and we said, Paul, show up on time. He didn't show up on time, so we started the practice without him. And we were going for about 45 minutes. And we're just there like, I wonder when Paulwyn's going to get here. So we look out the window and Paulwyn is literally just there, staring, like, constantly knocking at the door, but we literally could not hear him.
Yeah. You see those guitars there? It's basically that, but with, because it's a Fishman pickup, so it's got that line across it. Well, the versions that they're going to use it for the production, it's going to be black, like darkened chrome, with a gold line through that on that groove in the middle.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's just, nice Les Paul customs and 7-string.
I would like to inform you that I have reached the point where I can safely say I'm going a bit fast.
If any of our listeners couldn't tell, I really want a 7-string. I'd love to just be able to chunk away on one of those.
Play the Doom.
No, the Doom soundtrack you need a 9-string for.
Yeah, just a 9-string.
Oh, that's a nice. Those are both nice.
Yeah, the second one's the one with the
The
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Yeah.
Just what a sexy man as well.
For fuck's sake. That's all you have to say about every single member of
Yeah,
my.
because they're handsome devils. Wow.
So the top one's a Les Paul custom. The bottom one's a Les Paul standard in white.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
No, it's a studio, in fact, so it doesn't even have any binding, I think.
But the difference is
Yeah, that's a studio.
the customs don't have the pick guard, do they? Unless you get
No,
added
you
on.
can't. No, he's removed it. You can see where the screw was for the front screw by the neck
Oh
pickup.
yeah.
But basically, you get. I think you get slightly different pickups. I don't know, but it's you get different inlays. So big block inlays. Generally, you get gold hardware. Generally, it's generally a solid finish, unless you custom order one in a see-through finish, and you get a double bound body. Well, no, yeah, but it's like 5-ply binding. You get the same around the headstock. You get the custom shop logo on it, and it's just generally a really nice
accidentally
guitar.
closed Discord.
Well done. And then with a standard, you get some of those features, but generally it tends to be generally it's either a transparent finish or a gold top, which is sparkle finish. And then a studio is basically that, but it's like a slightly more stripped down version of the standard. So you don't get any binding on it. You get a silkscreen logo rather than mother of pearl. You know, slightly less expensive in general. But still, because it's Gibson, gonna be over $1,000.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Now, Brian, thoughts? Do you have any?
Giving CPR to a whale.
Or what about it?
Wait. Through its gills that whales don't have.
I think that's the end of this segment.
My 3 a.m. thoughts are just random things that come to my mind. I'll be sleeping, I'll wake up because I just sit up the fuck am I on about?
No grids in your mind this week?
In the middle of a field. There's another one for you.
What? Sorry, missed that.
A pond of fish in the middle of a field.
Yeah, that happens.
Philip, you haven't been seeing any more grids in your mind with numbers in them.
I wasn't being
spoken. He wasn't having a Sudoku dream.
Yeah, they weren't telling me how to build an engine to save humanity this time.
Interesting.
So, I've recorded my sleep again and I haven't said anything of interesting.
That's depressing.
Yeah, so it's just a lot of snoring, which is kind of depressing to me.
Yeah. So you're turning into a middle-aged man as well.
Yes, unfortunately.
We're all turning into middle-aged men. I don't like it.
We're getting old.
We're not even in our 20s yet. We're not far off.
We're so close.
We're a lot closer than you, Jacob. Shut up.
Yeah, mine's November.
Mine's September.
But I'm thinking about it, right? If I want to do the train thing, then I'm going to be 22 by the time I start that because of when I finish uni.
Nah, because if you apply to it, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, you just drop out of uni."
Yeah, but then I've spent a fucking year at uni getting wasting money on nothing. Basically.
It's the friends you made along the way.
I didn't make any.
You made some friends in your uni course, not in your accommodation.
But Finn, at least you actually spoken to people at your uni.
I've made a load of friends.
No, I don't need a flex, Joe.
Well,
when you've got us, you don't need anything else.
On campus for anything.
You're not friends with the bin man, are you?
No, he wakes me up at 8 in the morning. just driving past with a shit ton of bins that are rattling off the cobbles because someone decided that it would be a good idea to use really rough bricks as the way to pave the path through our accommodation.
Mild oof.
Yeah.
You want to move on to what we're watching?
Oh, no, I've just got some shit that happened the other. There were some lads that
A
came
13
through.
minutes past 8 thought.
Yeah. It was like 2 in the morning when this happened, or like 1:30 in the morning both times. And the first time, 3 guys with a speaker, and they just suddenly turn it on to full blast and start playing Elvis's "I Can't Help Falling in Love with You," and just singing along with it as they're walking through. And I can, like, they've walked off far away, but I can still hear it echoing away in the distance. And I'm just like, why? And then the other one, there was like a group of like 15, 20 lads who came into the courtyard in the middle of our accommodation and started chanting, "We hate the name of the accommodation," and just wandered around. They walked past where my window is, and I'm on like I'm 1 floor above the ground. So I leaned out my window and just yelled at them, "Are you fucking done?" They didn't hear me, but people in my flat didn't. They just started. Yeah, we had a good laugh about that one the next morning.
Just get like a hose, connect it to the sink, and spray it at them.
Not a bad idea, actually.
To be fair, that was the most least violent idea I think Finley might. I thought Finley would have just been like, order an RPG.
Or alternatively, lay some track and they'll drive a train through.
Just there, like, Joe, why are you building a railroad track?
Through the university. Oh, I have my reasons. I'll let you know when there's bodies.
So
But
you guys,
they'll be missed.
So Joe and Finley, I've got a question for you. You better answer now.
Yes.
What we watching?
Currently not a lot. I've watched a bit more of Part 5 with Finley, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I haven't really got around to watching a lot of it. Been watching the football with the lads recently. We used that.
Hey lads.
We used that last night as our prees before we went and partied. We made it into a drinking game. So you'd pick a player on each team. Every time their name got mentioned, you had to drink. Every time, if they committed a foul, you had to take a shot. If they got a yellow card, you had to take a drink. If they got a yellow card, another shot. If they got sent off, down your drink. If your player scores, take a shot.
I never knew you were much of a footy lad, Joe.
Yeah. No, I never have been, but it's good fun. If
there's alcohol involved, Joe will be there.
Well, no, it's not. It's not to do with it's more the social aspect because since December of last year up until a week and a half ago, the only people that I was seeing were my parents. Which, no offense to them, they're lovely people, but after 3 months,
do you not do drinking games with your parents?
Anyone will drive you mad.
Yeah, just like I just wanted to see other people and talk to other people, and it was just.
Well, I have been stuck in the house for over a year with my parents. The only time I ever get to escape is to literally go to work, and that's it.
Well, at least you had somewhere to go that, like, where you have friends, you have people that you can.
I wouldn't say friends. I would say colleagues.
What? Not even Annabelle.
Work beef.
The staff, but they're just colleagues to me. Especially that Finley. He's just a colleague.
You can hear the pain on the other end. Oh, Finn.
And I mean, Joe, you're just a podcast colleague.
I'll take that.
No, I'm joking. You guys are great. You decided to do this shit with me.
No idea why we did that, but
all I can remember is me messaging Finley just saying podcast.
No, I thought we went on about it at work because you turned around to me one day and was like, "Oh, do you want to do a podcast?" I'm like,
I think
sure.
it was Joe I messaged just saying podcast, yes.
And
And so I convinced him.
the first podcast episode, I wasn't there for.
Well, technically, that was the second. There's like a secret episode 0 that
No.
nobody.
The first podcast episode.
No, yeah, that is the first one. There was also a 0 podcast
Wait, what?
where basically, so a couple of days prior, no, a day prior, Umbrella Academy season 2 came out. And me and Finley had this great idea that we were going to make an episode where we just reviewed the whole season. But what ended up happening was we tried to record it. The recording just didn't work, so we just talked about the show for an hour and a half for no reason.
I don't remember it. I remember we had an episode of the podcast before we decided to actually record, and it was kind of retarded.
Yeah, that was it. That was when we were talking about the Umbrella Academy. It was just basically we made an episode that no one would have ever heard. But we went to record it and we're like, oh, let's just go anyway, and then it just, nothing ever happened.
Yeah, sad times.
I'm trying to see if I can find the old messages with Joe. I don't know if I can.
It's probably going to be a while ago because it was back in the summer of last year.
Yeah, I was going through messages with the other Joe, and I found some like truly spectacular like gifts, like this one.
Oh God, where's that going?
Oh, I'm speeding again. I would like to make one formal complaint to like track engineers. Why does the speed limit go from 160 straight down to 70?
What the fuck is this
I couldn't
gift?
find anything.
What the fuck? What?
It's just a gift.
The man tears off like 3 pairs of trousers, just turns around,
Yeah.
it's like screams and just punches this woman. What? What?
Yeah, all of my gifts to Joe are like that. It's not even loaded for me. I got this. Good old broken dude.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's truly incredible.
Can I talk about the movie I spent 4 hours watching?
Yes, you may.
I still don't even know what to think about it. It was just... I'm talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League. What a film. It's just... How could... He managed to take something that was just dreadful and actually make it, like, watchable. Like, it was good. Like, it was too long, yes. It was way too long. But everything else was just... Also the aspect ratio. Just do it in widescreen. You don't have to make it a weird little box. But apart from that, it was top quality stuff the whole way through. Like, it makes me embarrassed that they even released the original version. That they did. Like, the thing is it's not that much different plot-wise. It's just that the scenes are longer that were like originally in the film. And then there's just extra scenes that just add on to like Cyborg actually has an arc in this movie.
Yeah.
Unlike the last one where he's literally barely in it. The Flash actually does good stuff. Like the stuff that they made him do in the original one, they just scrap all of that in his action scenes and just give him brand new stuff to do. Like in the first one, he's like too scared to like fight, but in this one, he's just fighting everyone.
Decent.
Like it was so good, and Batman's actually good in this movie. Superman, I don't like Superman anyway. But they do some interesting stuff with him at the end.
I know they fixed the dodgy CGI.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
What else can I say? I've got a lot to say, but I don't know how to say it. Oh, they actually made Steppenwolf a good villain. Like, he looks so good in the new armor because it's like silver, but then it's also purple. if it catches the light properly. Oh man! And also, he actually does more interesting stuff. Like he doesn't. He's like actually bigger as well. Like in the last one, he was just like some skinny dude looking thing. But in this, he's actually got like some power behind him, which made the action scenes better. I think the action scenes were longer. The action scenes were done really well. Like there's the first one with Wonder Woman in the bank, I think,
Yeah.
where they like speed it up and slow it down, which was pretty cool stuff they did
That's
there.
very much what's his name? Zack Snyder's.
Yeah, he's one thing I do give it. He is so good at making things look nice. Like the whole movie just looks beautiful.
Like you did 300 and you made basically slow motion. You speed up all the
Yeah.
slow motion bits.
There's a
the
really good
film
flash
was
scene
really short.
where someone's in a car crash and he does this bit where he turns on the spot, and because of the force of him and the speed of him turning on the spot, his shoes just disintegrate.
The fuck?
I'll see if I can find the scene on YouTube to send to you. It's amazing. Yeah, all the scenes that were in the original film are just like enhanced, so they're just changed in the like small bits of the dialogue, and they're like longer, and the actual scenes are changed slightly, and it's just really there's this really good bit with Batman, right? He's driving in his little car, and
Yeah, it's a little car.
he basically launches himself out of it. So he's just like sort of strapped. You just see him flying off of a seat, and the car like spins and like hits into like the demons and stuff. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I enjoyed that. There's a lot of blood in it because they made it R rating. So like someone gets decapitated.
Jesus.
That was pretty nice. Oh, they actually have Darkseid in it in this film. That was pretty.
Yeah.
I wish we could have got more of him, but you know.
How much of a role does the Joker play in this, or is it just?
Oh, he's like in it for like 2 minutes.
Oh, that's depressing.
No, because it's not, because it's Jared Leto's Joker.
True.
But they have done some interesting stuff with it, but it's kind of hard to talk about it without getting into
Spoiling.
spoiler territory. Which I mean, we can do, but it depends if you guys want it spoiled for you.
To be honest, I don't have HBO, whatever. I know that you probably got it through other site available.
Yes. Maybe I can talk about the non-spoilery stuff, and then we can do the spoiler stuff afterwards.
Yeah.
So then we can give people a chance if they want to watch it to go. But yeah, so yeah, the Joker with it was okay. That stuff. But yeah, I had a great time. Probably you could have got rid of some scenes.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I really enjoyed everything else he did. I think he's done a fantastic job in improving the film. And all I hope now is that they allow him to make another one.
Well, that's what they've by releasing that onto their platform. They probably won't have made as much money as they could have done if they released it in the cinema. But like they'll probably have like had a massive spike of subscriptions for this period, and then they will see a sudden drop of them, and they'll realize that's pretty much the only reason. That's one of the main reasons.
Oh, the one thing I want to talk about was with Darkseid is in the original film. Right? Have you seen the original?
I've seen bits of it.
Well, basically, there's a bit where they show Steppenwolf's first invasion.
Yeah.
And they basically redo that entire scene, but instead of Steppenwolf, it's Darkseid.
Right.
So that was pretty neat. They bring back the villain from Wonder Woman because Ares obviously fought in that fight. That was pretty cool. It's still weird seeing Lupin from Harry Potter playing Ares. It's very strange.
But to be fair,
he's not the most threatening man.
To be fair, he also played what's his name, the Inspector from an Inspector Calls.
Yeah. Oh, did he? Well, he did.
Yeah, did
he did. He did play it, but I don't like the Inspector Calls. Confuses me. Like, is he a ghost? Is he a real inspector? I don't know.
The answer to that is yes and no, and I don't know. And no,
is he an inspector or is he a ghost? Yes.
Yes.
Did they kill Eva Smith? Who knows? Spoilers for an Inspector Calls, by the way.
Yeah, spoiler
Yeah.
for this book that came out in what, like 1890?
It's early 1900s, I think.
It was
Okay.
19. No, it was 19. It was just after the First World War, I think.
1920s.
1918.
I'm going to Google it. Oh man.
Yeah, we had to study this book as part of our GCSE English, and it was an interesting book.
Oh, it was first performed in 1945.
Damn, that late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna end the non-spoiler section here.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to know any spoilers, turn off. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening. Go follow the Twitter, road_ramble. Is it?
Yes.
Go follow the TikTok, Ramble Road
TikTok.
Podcast. Go subscribe to our YouTube, the Ramble Road Podcast. Go follow our Twitch, Ramble_road.
Road. Right,
Twitch.tv
spoiler time.
Right.
Turn off now. Okay, so all the nightmare, all the like apocalyptic sequences, right?
Yeah.
They're just dreams. But
Yeah. Well, we kind of knew that from
yeah,
Batman v
but
Superman.
there's some interesting stuff in there. They they just sort of throw everything at it. Then like the Justice League then consists of is Deathstroke, Aquaman's wife, Cyborg, the Flash, the Joker, and Batman. They allude to the fact that Joker killed Robin. Batman was there when Harley Quinn died. Wonder Woman's dead and Aquaman is dead.
Isn't Superman evil?
Superman is evil because you literally see him holding Lois's burnt remains.
Oh, is it like the Injustice storyline where what's his name nuked him?
Well, yeah, but no. Darkseid kills them.
Oh.
Well, Darkseid kills Wonder Woman and Aquaman in this like dystopian vision future sort of thing.
Jesus.
Yeah, and like the Jokers are like, "Oh, Batman, we're gonna be friends." Ooh. Generally, it's Batman. Just reminds me of Mickey Mouse.
Batman.
Oh,
Jokey.
Batman. Ooh,
Woohoo!
I'm going to kill your entire family.
Do you know what version of the Joker I like the best? The Bat Metal version.
No, my favorite version is still the
actually,
Arkham
no.
Games version.
It's either the Arkham Games version or the Bat Metal version because have you seen any of Bat Metal?
No, I'm just saying it now.
It's this animated series.
Mark Hamill is the best Joker.
Yeah, right.
I
So,
don't fight anyone.
right. So, have you heard of Metalocalypse? It also has Mark Hamill in it, by the way.
Yes.
So basically, they took some songs by the band in that, and he's I'm not entirely sure what nationality they are. Let's go with. I'm just going to say Slavic because they don't necessarily have the best grasp of English.
Some of them are Swedish. I know
Some of them
Swedish.
Oh, right. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about, but basically they made animations for these for these songs that basically have Batman and the band, the Children of Batman, which is the Robins and Nightwing, like performing these songs and like
Nightwing is a Robin.
Yes, he is a Robin. I know, but I'm
Is
just
Red Hood there?
Red Hood is there in is he in, he's he's the bassist actually.
Oh yes, my man Jason.
Nightwing and Red Robin are the two guitarists.
Red Robin is he? He's the third one. He's Tim.
He's
Tim Drake, isn't he?
Tim Drake, yeah. And then
has it got Damian as the main Robin?
Yeah, he's the drummer.
Yeah,
and
that
Batman
makes
has
sense.
Batman has balls for his chin.
Remember there was a controversy like a year ago where a comic showed Batman's dick, and everyone's like, "Oh, Batman's got a long dick."
I'm sending you the link to the first one.
I'll have to check it out. But yeah, what else happened? Oh, Martian Manhunter's in it, like actually in it. He comes at the end. He's like, "Hi, Bruce. I am Martian Manhunter."
Yeah, it's a trilogy. You might like it. I don't know. Well, then again,
I'll have to have a look. I'll have a look.
you might enjoy the videos, but not necessarily the music. There's the second one.
Yeah.
The third one is the best because it brings together all the stuff that happened in the first two.
I'll have to have a look. But yeah, oh yeah, Cyborg's dad just dies. That doesn't happen in the original one.
Damn.
He just blows himself up. Oh, they also added the great line in the first. Right, basically in the trailers, Cyborg had a line where he jumps in front of the thing and he goes, "You should probably move," and like it just became this whole meme. And then it wasn't in the original film, and they included it in this one.
That's good.
Yeah, it could have been a lot shorter. You could have cut some stuff out, but you know.
Of course, but the whole point is it's because generally what they with any theatrical release, there's so many scenes that end up on the cutting room floor for the sake of convenience, for the sake of making the film at most 2 hours, because they generally people don't tend to have long enough attention spans to do that sort of stuff. But because they basically said to Zack Snyder, because everyone was demanding the Snyder Cut, go ahead, you can do whatever you want. You made it into I think there's a 4-hour and a 6-hour version or something like that.
No, it's just a 4-hour version.
Why did I hear about a 6-hour version?
Well, I've given it an 8 on IMDb.
Solid.
It's currently sitting at an 8.9.
That's pretty good.
And the original was, I think, like a 5, maybe.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, it's on a 6.3.
Should be lower.
Yeah. Oh, they also gave Alfred a lot more to do. That was nice because I like Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons.
I've watched the last one. The only fucking DC thing I've ever really wanted to watch was Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol is good, except from the ending of the second season, where due to COVID they had to literally miss out the season finale. So it just ends really weirdly. Yeah.
It just I think Doom Patrol was basically the only thing DC made that was good up until that point.
It was the same thing with Titans. Titans, the first episode of season 2 was literally the finale of season 1.
Yeah.
Wasn't Titans also terrible?
Yes. It was a massive waste of time. Shit.
You know the best part? I'm pretty sure they're made by the same people.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know who no, I don't think it's CW. No, they do all like the Flash and the Arrowverse and all that stuff.
I enjoyed some of the Arrowverse stuff, to be fair.
I enjoyed the first season of the Flash, and then it just sort of takes a massive nosedive. The problem is it's one of those shows that doesn't need to have a 22 episode long season.
Yeah.
Bro, the entire thing is my name's Barry Allen. I'm the fastest man in the world.
And then there's someone faster, and then it's just a load of filler for 20 episodes, and then 2 main episodes at the end, and that's it.
Yeah. Pretty much. Apart from the first season where it was actually like interesting stuff happening.
Yeah.
To a degree. And it was all slowly building up to the finale. Right, like they started to like piece stuff together.
I still find it weird that he ends up marrying his basically sister.
Yeah.
Like, I know they're not related, but when you've been grown up together as a sister, it's like an Umbrella Academy. No, I don't want to see 1 and 3 get together.
Yeah.
It's just strange.
Yeah.
It is.
Wait, where's 2?
Huh?
Where's 2?
Well, no, 2's Diego. Diego's not going to get involved.
I don't like that they changed Diego's power, because I preferred it more when his power was this, that he doesn't need to breathe.
Oh, do you know, like, the greatest person ever wrote Umbrella Academy?
Yeah, he did.
Do you know he also wrote Doom Patrol?
No, I don't think he did.
No, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Bro, you better not be gaslighting me.
No, he did. He did. He wrote like a whole series for them.
Well, this episode of Ramble Road was it's extended, so
I've just googled it. I'm not seeing it anywhere.
Oh, I'm sending it to you right now on Discord.
Unless it's one of the fucking newer ones.
It's just one of the examples. It's got Flex in it and everyone else.
I'm genuinely expecting this to be like a big role or something.
Oh, I wish.
Oh yeah. That's weird. Bro, who's the cat? He's a vibe. I'm vibing with that guy.
What cat? Oh, the cat man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the fucking was it freaking Gary? I've not watched it so long I forgot his name. His name is Gary, isn't it? Fucking negative man.
No, it's Larry.
Gary, that's it. Why is he in the original suit? Under the
know.
jacket, he's wearing the original Doom Patrol suit with the fucking purple boots and red
Oh yeah,
scarf.
yeah.
I see Robot Man is dead. Never knew that.
Damn, Gerard Way's written so much stuff. What a man of talent.
yeah.
Wait, does he write for it though, or does he fucking?
No, he writes the comics and then they obviously based it all off. Oh, hold on a minute. He also wrote an episode of Arrow. What?
Bro, man gets around.
Interesting.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He wrote a song that was in it. Sorry.
Huh.
Bro, we should do an episode on Doom Patrol if I could watch it anywhere.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a minute. In Transformers 3, there's a My Chemical Romance song in there.
Did you know that in the original Transformers film, there's an Avenged Sevenfold song in there?
Is there?
Almost Easy.
Wait. When you say the original, do you mean the original animated one or the
No, I
first
mean
one?
the original Michael Bay one.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
getting really hard there. I know there's a Weird Al song in there.
Yeah, there's a Weird Al song in the
Dare to be stupid.
Dare to be stupid.
You know the gummish part that's like right after they've watched one of their friends blow up. It's such a dumb film.
Doesn't Optimus Prime spoil
Yeah,
it?
he does.
Die.
It's not spoilers. The film's like 15 years old. No, it's bloody more than that. It's like
Oh, yeah. Maybe
God.
30.
80s,
What?
isn't it? So it will be. If it's the 80s, it will be 40 years old.
Yeah.
30, 40 years old. Jesus.
Yeah, that film is a masterpiece. I have like a collector's edition of it.
The best named episode of Doom Patrol is the one where it's just Doom Patrol Patrol.
Isn't there one called like Don't Patrol or something? Like an episode that doesn't happen.
Mm.
I'm having a look. I remember the episodes in Umbrella Academy where it's like the day that wasn't and then the day that was.
Oh, yeah, the day that wasn't and the day what there was. That's what it is.
I remember the hype for Umbrella Academy season 2. I literally watched it all in one day.
I think
I had a
did.
great time. Yeah. I can't wait for season 3. Do you know what? I was watching the My Chemical Romance documentary, and he was like making Doom. No, he was making Umbrella Academy back in like 2004. I think the first comic came out in like 2006. I was like, Jesus Christ, it's old.
Yeah.
Like he's on the tour bus. He's like, oh, I created this guy called Klaus, and he wears no shoes. Because in the original comics, he can't wear shoes or else he doesn't float.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was he's going to use a Ouija board, and I think they just sort of got rid of that bit.
He's also Garth in the original.
He also makes Backstreet references in the second season.
Mood.
Shall we? Oh, I gave it 8 Adam Sandler's Justice League. I highly suggest you go and watch it if you've got a day spare.
If you've got a couple weeks spare, you can go watch it.
think maybe we should wrap up.
Yeah, probably.
Comment, subscribe, bye.
Yeah, we've already mentioned the plugs, but if we need to go over them again,
No, it's
Go
fine.
for it.
It's fine.
yeah, let's end this. It's been an hour and a half. Thank you for listening to this extended episode of Ramble Road.
We're back.
See you next week, and see you hopefully for the streams.
Yes. Goodbye.
Go for it.